In our previous classes, we have discussed in detail about the concepts of for and while loops. So there we have discussed that these loops, we are going to come out of these loops whenever the conditional statement fails. But what if I want to stop the loop early? Means before the conditional, before the failure of the conditional statement, I want to stop the loop's iteration. Can that be done? Or what if I want to skip certain iterations within the loop's iterations? Can that be done? Yes. Both of these features can be done by using the concepts of break and continue statement. In this class, we will understand in detail about the concepts of break and continue statements by using two different examples. So let's get started with the break statement. So to understand the concept of break, I have used this example. Now first what we will do is, can you guess, by seeing this for loop, can you guess how many times this for loop is going to iterate? So just by seeing this, we can say that the loop is going to start from 1 and every time it is going to check the value of I with 10 less than or equal to 10, means this loop is going to iterate from 1 to 10, means 10 times this loop is going to iterate. Okay, so this is the kind of understanding that we had so far. Now, can we come out of this loop between these 1 to 10 iterations? Let's see that. Now, what is this program is going to do is, if the value of I is equal to 5, whenever this condition happens to be true, means after executing the first 5 iterations, whenever we come into the loop, if the value of I is equal to 5, then this break statement will get executed. Means whenever the break gets executed, we will come out of this loop. Try to understand this. Whenever a break gets executed, so far in our previous classes, in the switch statement, we have understood the concept of break, but the use of break can also be done in the loops. And what happens when a break gets executed in a loop? Whenever a break gets executed in the loop, we will come out of the loop. Okay, means remaining iterations, we are not going to do the remaining iterations. Means now, can you guess how many times this loop is going to iterate considering this break statement? Now, considering this break statement, every time this loop is going to iterate from 1 to 5. But whenever the value of I is equal to 5, we are going to come out of this loop, and this last printf, whatever that is there after this loop, will get executed. In our case, we are having only one printf statement. Printf loop is finished, will get executed. So that is the use of break statement. Within the loops, whenever we use break statement, we will come out of the loop and the remaining part of the loop after the loop will get executed. So that is what the use of break statement, and the use of break statement can only be done in the switch and the loops. If you use the break statement in a simple if statement, you are going to generate a compilation error. So you can use the concepts of break statement in the loop statements, means for, while or do while loop, or it can be used in the switch statement, which we have covered already in our previous classes. So what about the continue statement? What is the use of this continue statement is, whenever we use a continue statement within the loop, certain iterations can be eliminated. Means for example, whenever the continue gets executed, we will go to the end of the loop, not out of the loop, to the end of the loop, and the next iteration will continue. That is the meaning of continue. Means skip this iteration and continue with the next iteration. Now let's understand the concept by using this example. So in this example, now can you guess how many times will this loop iterate? And the job done by this particular program is to print the odd numbers between 1 and 10. So this loop is going to start from 1 and this is going to iterate from 1 to 10. Between the 1 and 10 numbers, between 1 and 10, this program is going to print all the odd numbers. Means whenever we come across with the even numbers, so we are going to skip that iteration and we will continue with the next one. So how I have written that example, how I have written that program, that we will try to understand. So whenever we come into this loop, we are going to do the modulus division of I by 2. See here, whenever modulus division means the remainder will get printed. So we are going to get the result as the remainder. If the value of the remainder is equal to 2, means it is an even number. A number which is going to produce a remainder of 0 when it is divided by 2 means it is an even number. So within this if statement, the continue will get executed. Whenever the continue gets executed, we will come to the end of the loop, not out of the loop. We will come to the end of the loop. See here. Here we are going to come, whereas in the break statement, we will go out of the loop. But here we will come to an end of the loop, and the control will be passed again to the for loop. Means this iteration we are going to stop, and we are going to go into the next iteration. Now in the next iteration, for example, if the value of I is equal to 1, I modulus division 2, is it equal to 0? No, it is not equal to 0. Means this condition, this if statement will fail, and now the printf statement will get executed. 1 is an odd number. In the next iteration, the value of I will become 2. Now is 2 less than or equal to 10? Yes, it is true. Now whenever we do the modulus division 2 modulus division 2, it is 0. The remainder is 0. Now the continue will get executed, means skip this iteration, come to the end of the loop, and the next iteration will continue. Now the value of I is equal to 3. Previously it is 2, now it is 3. Now again we are going to do the modulus division 3 mod 2, which is going to produce a remainder of 1, which is not equal to 0. So we are going to come out of this if statement, and the printf will get printed. Means all the odd numbers between 1 to 10 will get printed. So that is the use of continue. In order to skip certain iterations within the loop iterations, we can use this continue, and the use of continue has to be done only within the loops. It may be any loop, while, do while, or for loop. Whatever may be the loop, the use of continue has to be done only in the loops. It should not be done in any other cases. So within that program, we cannot use this continue. Whenever we use the continue other than the loops, we are going to get an compilation errors. So the name itself is stating that continue. The continuation, the iteration of the same job is done only in the loops. So that is the reason we have to use the continue only within the loop statements. So that is the use of break and continue statement. That's it for this video. See you in the next class with another concept where we are going to discuss about go to statement.